morning, everyone. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Mariah, and this is ENS News.
We have lots of fun activities approaching soon. The last preliminary round for dodgeball is after school on Thursday, 2/29, and the championship will be held at a special all-school assembly on Friday, March 1st.
There will also be extended advisories for town halls on March 5th for grades 9 and 10 and March 6th for grades 11 and 12. Have you also been wondering about CCP's summer course selection?
No.
Summer course selection is from March 11th to March 15th. Stop by your counselors for more information.
Happy Black History Month. This February, we wanted to acknowledge some lesser-known important Black figures.
George Washington Carver was born in the 1860s and was a pioneer of his time. He led the agriculture department at the Tuskegee Normal and Industrial Institute to help farmers in southern agriculture. He discovered the many uses of peanuts for consumption and essential uses. Since George Washington Carver is more well known, we decided to ask some of the history teachers here at Carver about some people you may not know.
In my opinion, it's Richard and Sarah Allen and Octavius Cato. The three of them were like 19th century activists right here in Philadelphia. Richard and Sarah Allen started the African Methodist Episcopal Church, which did a ton of work for African Americans and just disenfranchised people just generally, both for men and women, and dedicated their whole lives. People even from other states and other parts of the country would reach out to them for help.
I would say Black women in general. So there are a number of Black women whose names are not a part of the record. So you want to think about like Ida B. Wells, Marianne Shedd Carey, Frances Ellen Watkins Harper. These are women who were not only fighting for like racial equity, but also voting equity. They were suffragists, they were educators, they were poets, and they've almost become invisible in the Black history record because, well, let's just say it, sexism.
As we wrap up this month, we encourage you to take some time and learn about a few different African Americans that don't get as much recognition as they should.
On Friday, February 16th, a unique educational experience as the high school seniors and juniors recently took a trip to the Museum of African American History in Washington, D.C. In the spirit of exploration and understanding, these high school students have not only broadened their knowledge, but have also forged a deeper connection with the cultural tapestry that has shaped our nation's history. DC trip chaperone and English teacher Mr. Winokur will give us some inside details about the trip.
Well, last year we decided to go to DC because I was doing a project on Black visual art, and I thought it would be nice to go to the Smithsonian Museum of African Art because they have a really amazing collection of both traditional African art and contemporary African art. And also we knew that it was close to the two national art galleries, one of which has older European art and one of which has modern art. So it just thought it'd be nice for students to see art.
Looking forward to learning about a lot of history that I never learned about before. Like usually I go into Black History Month searching to find new things to learn about, and going to the trip was a branch for me to learn about a lot of different things that I never knew.
On the trip, I was looking forward to most just learning. I wanted to see the whole African American history exhibit. It was pretty nice. I got the
trip was very informative, and I actually learned a lot. Between me and my peers, what we talked about after the trip and speaking with my mother and everything, I learned stuff that she never even learned before. So going on the trip, it could help you out a lot.
To the Emmett Till part, I think that's where I learned the most. I learned that the treatment was really brutal back then.
Seniors, make sure to get your senior dues to Miss Giblin by Friday, February 29th. Next week on Friday, March 8th, you are also taking your senior class group shot at noon.
We have our Senior Spirit Week during the week of March 18th to March 22nd. Senior class trip deposits are also on March 22nd.
Finally, sophomores, we have a dance coming up on April 4th. Save the date.
Let's take a moment to appreciate our winter sports as they close their seasons.
Welcome to Sports Recap. Today we will discuss Carver winter sports.
The team went from being one of the low seeds in the playoffs last year to now being the top seed.
It felt good to make the playoffs. You know, last year we were like one of the bottom seed teams, and then now like we number one seed. So it was good that we went into the playoffs, you know, comfortable that we can go a few more rounds than last year.
The bowling team saw great success this year, winning their third straight city championship, but it was not without challenge.
I think our biggest challenge was that we have a target on our backs. Like we won the last 3 years, the championship. at least with the boys. So trying to maintain the level that they've done with teams really looking to get better and beat us.
The swimming team faced lots of challenges, but that didn't stop them from having a good season.
This season, our biggest challenge was a couple of my top swimmers had injuries, and so that really set us back towards the end of the season.
I had to swim a 200 and a 50 that day, and it's a lot of arm movement and freestyle, so doing it injured was pretty fun.
That's all for winter sports. We'll see you for spring sports.
Good morning, I'm Whit.
I'm Catherine.
And I have a couple questions for you. Can you name me 3 countries starting with the letter M?
Mississippi, Missouri, and something else. It's been 50 years since I've been in school.
Okay, thank you. How many states are in the United States?
4'3".
14.
25.
Name 3 capitals beginning with the letter M.
South Carolina, South Dakota.
Yeah, I got that one.
Morocco. I'm here with
Shania and Luke.
Can you swap your phones?
Let's acknowledge some of this year's school's new staff.
These are some of our new staff at Carver. You may not know them, but here are some things about them.
All right, I'm Mr. DiMaggio. I am the health and physical education teacher here. I've taught for 7 years in the city, and it's my first year here. In the gym, being able to play team sports and teach team sports that I couldn't do in middle school, whether I had the space or just my kids were too young, but it's been an awesome experience to this point.
Oh, I'm Madison Wardlaw. Use she, her pronouns. I can't say like I was expecting anything specifically, but I can definitely say like when I got here, like I was pleasantly surprised. Like I think like for the low bar that I had, like Carver has definitely exceeded my expectations. Like students are really passionate about work, like really care, just building relationships with students. Really try to do my best to kind of have like a multimodal classroom, be able to like access all learners and everyone have a good experience here.
Hey, I'm Mr. Moon. I'm subbing for Ms. Koch for the rest of the year, so teaching the 7th grade social studies and the 10th grade African American history. I think one of the big goals was just being attentive to student needs. Teachers are people, students are people, and I know life happens, so just trying to get to know my students and change things around when I need to while still having these high expectations for your academics. So
Feel free to go by any of the classrooms and say hi to the new teachers.
Thank you for watching ENS News. See you next time.